So I'm going to show you how to make the apple hydrating hair mask. This was in the Earle Wellbeing Yearbook 1, which is out of print now, but you can still get the digital edition on Readly. But it's a really simple, easy recipe. So ideally, if you've got a juicer, then you can use it to juice an apple. It's quite hard to juice one apple though, so another way of doing it is to use just a blender, and I'll show you how you can get juice out of one apple really simply. The reason that I use fresh apple juice and not apple juice that's been bought off the shelf is that packaged apple juices tend to have been pasteurised, they may have had other things added to them, so they won't have all those fresh lovely enzymes, which is what we're looking to use here. So I'm going to use one apple. It's a good way actually of using up apples that are a little bit manky, maybe gone a bit soft. Just chop it up roughly, pop it into a bowl, and you need the skin and all, everything. And this can be then blended. I'm just going to use a hand blender here to make it into a pulp. Excuse the noise. Get it all nice and soft. There we go. Then once you have pulped your apple, you want to get the juice out of it, so I'm just going to push it through a sieve here, and this will give you just enough apple juice. It's not going to make a huge amount, but it'll just give you enough to use for what we are doing. So just push this through, and then actually you can always keep the pulp and mix it with a little bit of yoghurt. Don't let it go to waste. But the juice here is the bit that we're going to be adding into the hair mask to make this liquid. And the other things that I'm going to be using here are apple cider vinegar and a little bit of coconut oil, which is really hydrating, and a little bit of runny honey, which also has moisturising properties. So it's a really good, simple, easy mask. So there we go. So I've got a little bit of pulp and juice there. And then into that, I am going to add, it's just looking at the recipe here, it's just 1 tablespoon of the apple cider vinegar. And this is such a traditional ingredient for making your hair shine. And then I'm also going to add into that something that I've been melting over here, and that's 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. This always goes solid at room temperature, so you may need to melt it in a saucepan or on a radiator just to make it liquid. 2 tablespoons in like that, and a teaspoon of runny honey. Honey is just the most amazing beauty ingredient for homemade remedies. So all of that just gets mixed in together into your hair mask, and then you can work this through the hair. So you can use a brush or a comb, particularly concentrating on the ends or where you've got areas of dryness. And if you want to, you can seal in the heat. You can use a bit of cling film over the hair. You could use a shower cap. You could use a towel, old towel particularly, that you don't mind getting a bit mucky. And then coat your hair with it. Leave it on for maybe 10-20 minutes. And then wash it out. It does take a little bit of washing out because the coconut oil is quite sticky. So my tip is to use shampoo first. Apply your shampoo, rub it through the hair, and then use your water. And it may take 2 shampoos. You can follow it with a bit of conditioner, and it's amazing. At the end, your hair will feel so soft and look super shiny.